What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster-in-Chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with another token deck on our quest to answer the question: did the banning of Meathook Massacre really make these things a viable and competitive force in the meta? Well, let's find out. And so without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. Nayaretti Rabble. And if you haven't guessed already, we're playing Naya with the Rabble Rousing and Jetmir, my favorite of the mob bosses from Streets of New Capenna. And the plan is a simple one. We're going to try and get as many creature tokens on the battlefield as early as possible, and then play a Rabble Rousing and attack. Hopefully have Jetmir underneath the Rabble Rousing. The Jetmir enters the battlefield. If you've got 10 or more creatures, they all get +3/+0, double strike, trample, and vigilance, and that should win you the game. As far as the rest of the deck, it's just, creature tokens. My only question left is whether I should be playing 3 Katildas or 2, because it does help us ramp into a Rabble Rousing a turn or 2 early, because you can tap all of these humans that we're creating with the Resolute Reinforcements, Join the Dance, the Adeline. You can tap those humans for mana, and that'll help us get the Rabble Rising down a turn early. But we've gone with a lot of 4-ofs of all the crucial cards, so that we're guaranteed, or at least a very high probability, that we'll get a Jetmir underneath the Rabble Rising when we need it. But another great hit is the Cabaretti Charm itself, because, you can pick mode number 2 and give all of our creatures +1/+1 and trample until end of turn, which is a great little combat trick, regardless of whether you get it underneath the Rabble Rousing or not. It also doubles as a bit of a removal spell, because you can do damage to a target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of creatures you control on a target, on the battlefield at the time that you cast it. So if you've got 5-6 creatures on the battlefield, you can do a fair bit of damage. We've also got some Destroy Evils for, pesky Sheol Dreads and all of the Selesnya Enchantment decks, which are now ruling the roost once again. We've got Tamiyo Safekeepings to make sure that if we do, get the Jetmir down and then the opponent just answers it with a, Infernal Grasp, it'll be nice to be able to save it at the last minute and still get the win in. But also good to protect our Rabble Rousing from the plentiful enchantment removal that people are running these days in the format. Then we've got 2 Intrepid Adversaries to buff the squad. It is also human, so works nicely with Katilda. Gala Greeters for some life gain and some additional ramp alongside the Katilda. And Adeline, which is just a house by itself. And that is the deck. Nayaretti Rabble. As far as the mana base goes, we've got 1 Eiganjo, 1 Boseiju, no Sock and Zans, 4 Jetmir's Gardens, some different types of duels and basics, of course using my beautiful Godzilla lands. And without too much further blabbing, I think it's about time that we jump into some games. See how the deck performs. I've been just tanking my rank, playing all kinds of jank up and down the ladder today. I could not care less. Anyway, I don't have the time of the day to ever reach the top 200 to qualify in Mythic, so it's just my reasoning for getting to Mythic is always the same, being able to play test my decks at the top ranks, and then if I'm ever going to try and qualify for these things, I'll do it with play-in points with the events. Oh yay, here comes a cut down. Oh my Gala Greeters. Would you look at that? So surprising. Let's hope he doesn't have a second one. Woo! Okay, so not mono black though. Pretty cool. Maybe it's Jund, maybe it's just... Okay, it's Jund. Here comes the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Cool thing is now we get to do this. And play Jetmir next turn. It's 1, 2, 3, 5. Imagine we draw Tamiyo's next turn. It'll be pretty nice. If you control creature, as long as you 3, as long as 6 or more. So this will give us +2/+0, vigilance and trample. That's not bad. Soul of Windrace. I will not block if he attacks with a goblin, unfortunately. Does not attack with the goblin. No Meetook. This is usually the point at which a Meetook would have just destroyed this battlefield. But it's probably a Titan. Gonna draw cards. And, there's the Titan. Okay, so we make another 2 more. Let's draw a card and make 2 more. Ooh. Okay, holding up Tamiyo's. Oh, God. Oh, well, at least he doesn't have the mana to copy it. Unless he plays a land now. Ooh. Well, that's not terrible. Oh, baby. Hopefully we just got through 2 Titans. Polite clap for Titan of Industry, everybody. Off you go. Dispatched. Rabble rousing or no rabble rousing. Very nice. Very nice. The Web Spinner Cuff. I don't even think I've seen this card. One of those reconfigure. On to the next one. I'm afraid we might need to go a little bit shorter tonight. I have a very early morning tomorrow and I need to get, you know, editing and stuff. But I want to definitely get at least 4 or 5 matches in and at least get the rabble rousing on the board at once. But not like that. That's a mulligan for show. Hate mulliganing twice, but that is really not an ideal hand. Oh, bugger. Bye-bye, Jetmir. Yeah, That's enough lands now. Oh, for God's sakes. That is enough lands now. Thank you, deck. We're good. Yeah, let's play that at instant speed next turn. Might come in handy. No problem. And now we have to play a thing. So that the Trespasser doesn't flip. And Invoke Despair. At least he's dumped his hand. Come on, man! What? Did we just draw only lands the whole damn game? It's just disgusting, man. I don't understand how these things happen. Like, come on. We've literally just drawn lands the whole game. If I draw another land now, I will lose my mind. It's just ridiculous. That is not variance, that is bullshit. Thank you very much, but that is just plain, unadulterated bullshit. Would never happen in paper. Like, I'm sorry, I've played plenty of paper. I've never drawn like 8 lands in a row or whatever the hell that was. It's just total nonsense. Ah, deep breaths. Felt like we could have had him there if we'd drawn anything else, almost. I think all we drew was one Cabaretti Charm in I don't know how many turns. Girorin? We need one untapped land next turn. And we get paired against the exact same deck again. The exact same deck again. Twice in a row. Now it just gets cut down. Yeah, can get cut down. Hero's downfall. At least he burnt all his mana. Shieldred. So sick of this shit. Honestly. At least it's not a me took right now, game over. That's close enough. Whatever. Unbelievable. Just disgusting. 2 matches back to back, the same exact deck. Ugh. Oh, the joys of Arena. You really just need to breathe deeply and keep calm. Can't find your deck? Decks with missing cards or other errors appear at the bottom of the list. Jigamu. If I see another black land into turn 1, okay. Whew. It's probably Esper. Thanks. The 2 cards that we're trying to put under the Rabble Rousing. Yes, it's Esper. I was expecting wedding invitation. Rafine. Or wedding announcement. Ooh, no counter spell. Miracles do happen. Sure. Hopefully no more Infernal Grasps. Okay. Ah, my goodness. Come on, give me that Rabble Rousing, baby. Oh! There we go. Double strike, trample, vigilance. Nice game. It feels so good when it goes off, man. It feels so good. It's just, you know, those games when the shuffler decides that you're not going to win from the beginning and you draw 6 lands in a row or things like that happen. But otherwise, the strategy is pretty good because you just need to put things on the battlefield. And Protected Jetmir. We got a little lucky. They didn't have another Infernal Grasp. He burnt his only one trying to deal with our 3-1. And we used the Tamiyo to protect it. And then that kept us alive long enough. This is nice. We can turn 2 during the opponent's turn, flash in Resolute Reinforcements. Turn 3, play Adeline. $20 in. At least a couple more matches left in us, depending on how long they go. Of course, no 1-drop is fine because we're playing the Tri-lands and this is your 1-drop. So you just kind of hold up Tamiyos for whatever and yeah. Magbit taking his sweet time with some slivers on his sleeves. Sliver sleeves. Hope it's not me. My internet's still working, yeah. Hey, I'll take a free win any day. Sit back, relax. Opponent. I always think of what's his name? Saffron Olive. Opponent. He's funny, that guy, man. He cracks me up. His mispronunciations of the card names are like half of the reason why I like watching his channel. Okay, Obscura again. No answer to the Adeline in hand. Maybe a graveyard trespasser. Oh no. Will this maybe get him straight away? Not quite. Very close though. Now he's just gonna con Silex for 3. And we have to find another way to deal with the last 3 points of damage. I mean, what else have we got to do? So people are actually playing this in black now instead of the Meatuk Massacre? But you're not gonna Silex? Okay. There we go. Goes for 3 right away. Take my Adeline. Why not? Cool. Down to 1. What the hell is going on here? Shelly. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Off you go then. That turn 4 when we just slammed down the Intrepid Adversary. I mean, if he didn't have the Kind Silex, that really shows the power of like flashing in the reinforcements and then just playing your Adeline on turn 3. Swing for I don't know what, and then if you can either play more tokens the next turn to make the Adeline even bigger, or something like the Intrepid Adversary and just, I mean, down to 3 life on turn 4 was pretty spectacular. Newbie 916 in what might just be the final match of the night. Much better. I haven't drawn a single Katilda Rising Dawn. I think we need to play... Sorry, the Dawnhart Prime. I think we're going to play one more copy. I don't know what I would take out. Ha! On a red aggro. Mr. Cabaretti himself. I think this is going to be very, very dangerous. I don't know if we'll be able to win this one, unfortunately. Does seem as though he's bricking just a tiny bit though. Wow, you really kept a 1-land hand. Good on you, mate. We're lining up for a pretty juicy Jetmir. Finally got a second land. Will he play something like a adversary? Maybe Rada? Okay, making it so I can't block. It's fine. Everybody gets vigilance, and that's game over, baby. Feeling pretty good, feeling pretty good. I'm thinking to maybe just play one more Dawnhart Prime. Even though it's so squishy on turn 2, just to play that out, but... And I honestly don't know what else to cut. I think we just leave it as it is. Let's call it a night, guys. We're half an hour in. I want to just talk about this archetype a little bit before I sign out. It's definitely something to it. The aim here is to try and figure out the way to get this to happen as quickly as possible, curving out as quickly as possible, and protecting your things, which is why I've gone for the Tamiyos. I like the Destroy Evil, came in clutch there in a few of those matches against Sheoldred. We didn't get to really play against Selesnya and Charmants, which, like I said at the beginning of the introduction, is rapidly rising in the ranks once again. Even in Mythic, it's the top deck at the moment. Mono White and Selesnya and Charmants are really ruling the roost. And they have all that life gain. I've seen sort of an interesting adaptation, like a new bit of tech. People are playing fight rigging, and then they play the Michigo's Reign of Truth to buff up a creature, so that then it triggers the fight rigging straight away. And then it's usually, I don't know, Hallowed Haunting or something off the fight rigging, which makes it the 7. I lost on turn 4 in the most spectacular fashion in a game earlier. The guy went turn 2, what's his name? The 2-drop guy that they always play. This guy. I never remember its name. The Jukai Naturalist. Turn 2 Naturalist. Turn 3 played a land, and he played out the little Spirited Companion and 2 of those Dream Weavers. So that was already 3 enchantments. Then he played a land, and he played Fight Rigging for 2 mana, and then the Michigo's Reign of Truth for 1 mana. So that's 3 for 5 enchantments. And then he attacked. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and then the trigger got off the. Sorry, no, 6 enchantments because it's. Sorry, it was. He managed to get down because the cost of the Dreamweaver is only 1 and the Spirited Companion was only 1. He got down 3 enchantments on turn 3. And then it was the Fight Rigging and the Michigos. So 5, 6. And then there was a Hallowed Haunting underneath the Fight Rigging. And that brought it to 7. And suddenly all of his guys got flying. And he'd given using the Dreamweaver, he double triggered the Michigos, and he gave the lifelink guy a trigger and one of the other creatures a trigger for the Michigos, and it was like a 10-10 and a 11-11, and he just swung for 23 on turn 4. I haven't seen Fight Rigging being played in that deck before, and it was just like, wow, okay, I gotta try that. So maybe stay tuned for something along those lines in the next couple of days. But as far as tonight's deck is concerned, very, very fun. Some explosive finishes. You don't always need the Rabble Rousing Jetmir. You saw how just playing a Jetmir on turn 4 with Adeline and a few tokens can be game-ending regardless. So really, really fun. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it. I don't know whether it's going to be, top 8ing any tournaments anytime soon in best of 3. But as far as best of 1 is concerned, and you want to try something fun, you probably have all of these cards already because they're all old cards except for the Destroy Evil and Resolute Reinforcements, which are just common and uncommon. So there's a very good chance that you can just whip this up right now and take it for a spin. And of course, as always, if you do, let me know your results in the comments down below. And I will see you all tomorrow with another fresh brew. We will be continuing on our token adventures. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.